What's goody? Welcome back to the Winner Circle, y'all. I hope y'all having a great day. Listen, Chosen, when you are God's favorite, okay? And when you God's favorite, your life is not as orthodox as everybody else's. So I'm going to break it down for y'all and get into the nitty gritty of it and address maybe some of the things that you might be going through because you are God's favorite, okay? But before we get started, if this is your first time seeing me, make sure you do what you got to do to join the Winner Circle. Get locked in over here because you're going to get your life bossed up. If you my day ones, I love y'all so much. The Winner Circle is popping because of y'all. Thank you for your love and continued support, okay, y'all? So you are God's favorite. And when you are God's favorite, first off, let me just say this. There's going to be some people in the comment section talking about God don't have favorites. God don't have. If you running around talking about God don't have favorites, and I hate to say it because God loves everybody, but God has favorites. There are certain people that have favor over their life. If you got favor on your life over your life, comment #favor in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about. If you are in alignment with what I'm about to say. If this is vibrating with the very depths of your soul, okay? If you talking about God don't have favorites, then you not a favorite because I don't expect you to understand something that you're not experiencing. Let me say that again. For the ones who talking about God don't have favorites, I understand because I don't expect you to understand something that you never experienced, something that you've never felt, something you've never felt that anointing in your life. So you see people in the comment section talking about God don't have favorites, baby, listen. They're not experiencing it, therefore they ain't one of them favorites, baby. And it is what it is. I don't know why God has favor over certain people. Well, I do know why. Because not everybody has a heart to be favored, okay? Not everybody has a heart to be favored. There are some people out there with just a nasty heart. You know what I'm saying? They look down on people. They talk about people. They always got malicious intent. Those type of people, they don't have the heart to be favored. When you got favor over you, when you are God's favorite, you have a heart of gold. God can trust you with a certain amount of gifts, a certain amount of talents, a word that he gives you, a download that he gives you. He could trust you in high positions to bring people up. He can trust you to plug other people and help other people to reach new levels and new heights in their life. That's what it's like to be a favorite, because God can trust you with all of these gifts that he's endowed you with. He can trust that because you have a heart for it. People who ain't God favorites, they don't have a heart for it. If you find yourself questioning if God got favor over your life, do a self-reflection in the mirror. How are you treating people? What kind of value are you providing to this world? What kind of value do you bring to other people's life? Anytime if you God's favorite, you are chosen, when you're part of the Winner Circle, you got to be a favorite, okay? But anytime a favorite comes across anybody's path, you always up level their life. You always provide value. You always leave them in better spirits. You always leave them in a new mindset. Let me know in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about, y'all. I got to be preaching to somebody out there. When you are one of God's favorites, anybody who come across your path, they leave in a better position. They leave in a better state of mind. They leave in better energy. They leave feeling better about themselves. They leave with more confidence. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get into it, y'all. Let's keep it going. But when you God's favorite, you tend to go through some things, okay? When you a chosen one, when you God's favorite, it's not, life ain't just always easy. As a matter of fact, your trials and tribulations tend to be a lot more difficult than the average person because you built for it. Because not because God wants you to want to see you suffer, but without these tests, these trial and errors, without these tests that you're going through, these valleys, these highs, these lows that you're experiencing, these things that are breaking you down emotionally to build you back up as a beast, as a warrior with thick skin who can't be unshakable, who can't be phased, it's necessary. It is necessary, because without no test, there is no testimony. God will deliberately put his favorite ones right there by the fire just to show miracles around those who don't really believe, just to show miracles around those who are wavering in their faith, who don't really know who the fuck they are. God will purposefully put the chosen ones, put his favorite ones right there in the midst of the fire just so he could show the people around them, oh, damn. How is they right there at rock bottom, but everything is still happening for them? How are they right there on the edge of the cliff, but somehow they still just have everything that they need? How is it that they in the water drowning, but yet still afloat? Because God cannot, it's not considered a miracle a miracle in people's lives when you always on the up and up and you always have everything that you got, and then God is just keep on blessing you. Don't get me wrong, God is gonna bless you. You gonna always be protected and provided for. Comment in the comment section. Y'all know I'm always telling you to affirm it. Affirm. I am always protected and provided for. That's a given. But God does these. God puts you in these little peaks and valleys to show other people His hand on your life. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about, y'all. God will purposefully position you in the fire, in the trenches, so He could bring you out in front of other people. And they know it ain't a coincidence. They know it's not something crazy just happened. It dawns on them that was nobody but God. And God does that on purpose with His favorites, because He knows that you already know, okay, God gonna bring me out of this. God gonna bring me out of this. And if you God's favorite, you a chosen one, it's a pattern by now. And if you watching my channel, you a part of the winner circle. If you don't know by now, soon enough you gonna start to see this is a pattern. When I'm hitting these lows, it's because God is doing something in my life. This is actually working for me and not against me. I'm learning something from this. This is shaping me. This is sharpening me. This is teaching me something. An L is definitely not a loss, but it's always a lesson. And the more lessons that you learn, the more peaks, the more lows that you have, the bigger the highs. The more depths that you go through, the bigger the mountains that you conquer, the bigger the mountain peaks that you stand on and control over. Okay. So when you feel like, I talk to a lot, book a session with me, y'all, but I talk to a lot of God's favorites, and they just get you guys been getting so discouraged because you going through some things. Listen, when you God's favorites, you're going to go through things. Okay. But everything is grand. Everything is big. Your problems is big. Your blessings is big. Your talent is big. Your haters is big. Your mind, your knowledge, your wisdom is big. Your looks is big. The problems are big. It's meant to be this way, okay? And it's going to always be this way. So when you going through something, favorites, understand that there's a reason for it. You don't learn and grow when you always comfortable. You learn and grow when you in discomfort. You start to think on your toes. You start to think out the box. You start to think of, what do I need to stop entertaining? What do I need to stop doing? If I cut this off, if I sacrifice this, if I fast from this, you start to think different when you uncomfortable. God will always make His favorites uncomfortable, because that's your catalyst. That's your bridge. That's your bridge for transformation. And you've got to always be progressing. When you want a God's favorites, you're always growing. You're always transforming. You're always progressing. You're always leveling up. You're always evolving. There's no destination to evolving. Evolving has no destination. It's continuous. It's ongoing. So you are always going to be ongoingly, increasingly growing. So you're gonna go through things, but the way you learn, you take the blows a little bit different when you start to program your mind and start to understand that this blueprint is the same. If I go through something bad, the bigger the trial and error, the bigger the trouble, the bigger the blessing is gonna be. And I promise you, the longer the drought is to where you don't have no money, the bigger the floodgates is open up to where that rainfall come in. And I want you to recognize the blueprint. It's the same blueprint every time you go through something. The bigger the problem, the bigger the blessing. And I'm teaching you from experience, you guys. So when you gonna God's favor, you gonna go through some things. But God is using you as an example. He's using you. He's working these miracles in your life to show other people. He's performing these things in your life so that people can see the anointing on you. Because only people who are anointed, not everybody could be in the trenches and come out on top. Not everybody could lose everything and regain it all again. Not everybody could start from the bottom and get it out the gutter, get it out the mud, and become successful. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. Comment in the comment section. Start telling other people your testimonies where you know it wasn't nobody but God who got you through. Start harnessing that, you guys. Start knowing, not guessing if God is going to pull you out. You've got to start knowing that God is going to pull you out, just like He pulled you out from the last thing. Because you want a God's favorite, you a chosen one. It's inevitable. To whom much is given, much is required. You blessed. Chosen ones have multiple talents, multiple skills, multiple gifts. You a natural born therapist. You naturally shift the environment when you walk in the room. You naturally bring the best out of other people, naturally, without even trying. You naturally help other people glow. You naturally help other people see themselves, that it's okay to be their authentic selves. You naturally are a catalyst for other people to dive into their authenticity. And because you naturally have all of these gifts, all of these talents, all of these abilities, to whom much is given, much is required. A lot is required of you to maintain your status. Those lows, those failures, those trials and tribulations, that ain't nothing but seasoning, baby. You seasoned. You can't teach. What better teacher to have other than somebody who experienced something? Like myself, I'm a life coach. Why would y'all book sessions with me if I never experienced nothing? I'm teaching from experience. You got to go through shit to get to shit, okay? God done put me through so much because I can come out and teach from experience. Anything that you could think of, co-parenting, divorce, military, prison, anything that you could think of. Being athletic in high school, being on stage, being a content creator, being in the public eye. Any experience that you could think of, I can teach from. Because I went through the shit. I went through the ringer. Been through the court system like crazy. Know how to sue people, all kind of stuff. Just to come out of it and be like, God, I see why you put me through that. You know, boy, you didn't turn me into a weapon. I know how to be a life coach, an attorney, a teacher, a spokesman, a salesperson. I wear so many goddamn hats that can't no book teach nobody. Can't no book, no school, no course, no class teach nothing better than your experiences. The things that you are going through is to shaping you up to be able to teach from experience. And when you can teach from experience, you are a force to be reckoned with. You done been there, done that. And when you done been there, done that, can't nothing shake you. You unshakable. Come in the comment section, I'm unshakable. You are unshakable. So you God's favorite. When you are one of God's favorite, you go through things, baby. You go through things. Don't be complaining when you go through things. And I'm not saying, that could be easier said than done, for sure. But when you start to cultivate your power and okay, I done been through some things. This ain't the worst I've been through. Instead of complaining and whining and crying about it, and you just open up for it, you start to be solution oriented. Now you starting to harness it more. And now you just riding that wave, and that wave gonna end sooner than you think. Sooner than you think. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. You're going to get through this just like you got through the last thing, and the time before that, and the time before that. And every time you get through something, you look back and say, it wasn't even that bad. In the moment, you felt like it was bad. In the moment, you felt like, God dang, like, God, why is you doing this to me? Why I got to go through this? Because in order for, just like when they create diamonds, the diamonds got to go through the chipping, the chiseling, go through the fire, and it comes out untouchable. It comes out unmatched. When you got a diamond, can't no costume jewelry, no beads, no none of that compare. It makes you unmatchable. It makes you unfuckwitable. Okay? And it's necessary. Because when you become unfuckwitable, and you start to glow, and you start to shine, and you shine in that bright light that God gave you, and you transforming people's life, you changing people's mind, you become that miracle worker, you start operating in your Jesus energy, you start helping people make the world go round, you start helping people transform their life. You've got to have that thick skin, because your enemies is right there on the other side. And you already know God got your back. But you can't be no punk up over here. You can't be no pushover over here. You can't be easily manipulated. You done been there, done that. So you can see the problems before they get there. You done been there, done that. So you know how to avoid conflict before it even comes. You done been there, done that. So you see people's fuckery and foolery as soon as they get on the scene. You done been there, done that. It's going to be that one person that everybody praising. Oh, they're this, they're this. And you can smell them a mile away. Like, why is everybody praising this person? That person is a snake. I don't even know this person, but I know their energy. Because you done been there, done that. Everything that you go through is necessary for your elevation. Everything. When you God's favorite, you're going to go through things. But everything is big. Your blessings is big. Your talent is big. Your smile is big. Who you are is big. Big energy. Man, comment big energy if you got big energy up in the winner circle, man. You got to have big energy. Who is that? Staring in my window. you gotta have big energy, y'all. You God's favorite. And when you want a God's favorite, you're gonna go through things. But when you got one of God's favorite, you also got that favor in your life and you keep getting blessed. You wouldn't even know the magnitude of your blessings if you wasn't at the bottom. You wouldn't even know the magnitude of your blessings if you didn't experience a drought. You wouldn't even know the magnitude of how favored you are if you didn't see that you was in the trenches and you got brought out in a different manner than everybody else do. You'd be like, dang. You are one of God's favorite. Everything you go through is big. Okay? You got that favor over you. You got that favor over you, y'all. Okay, so I'll be having a lot of people ask me about my lip colors. This lip color is by Midnight Storm. I'm going to link the website in the pinned comment section. Everything that you need is going to be in the pinned comment section, okay? But this is by Midnight Storm, and I'm going to give you a code. You could use code Coach E3 for $3 off. And oh my gosh, she has so many beautiful lip colors. And I got a bunch of them too. I'm going to start showing you guys them. But let me show you this though, because y'all know I'm hooked. This is my latest obsession. And right now, this is the one that I have on. This one, okay, this one is whipped mango berry body butter. I have this one on because I'm about to go out to eat, and I just, this one, because it has that rosy pink color tint to it, it just give you like this, you just look kissed. And I'm about to go out to eat and I want to look kissed. But because it has that pink color tint to it, it just leaves such a kissed look on your skin. And I love it. Oh my gosh. It just leaves like this rosy color look on you. Like when you off in the sun and like at a distance, like it's almost like a body, what do they call that stuff? Blush? I don't wear much makeup, but blush. It's almost like a natural blush when you in certain lighting and when you, certain parts of your body, like on your shoulders, on your cheeks. I love having it on my shoulders, my chest, and my cheeks, because at a certain angle, it just looks like you have like certain cherry points in your life and on your body. Okay, if you have not got your body butter, especially this one, y'all. Ladies, this is a must-have. I love all of them, but this one is a must-have. This whipped mango berry body butter is a must-have. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna link the website for this in the pinned comment section as well. So get you some lip colors, get you some body butter, look good, feel good, smell good, look sexy, be confident out here. Okay, y'all, take care of yourself and look good doing it. Okay, I love y'all so much. Let me know what you thought about this video.